Okay, hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to our second flight in the series of Flying for Peace. And today our destination will be Damascus, Syria. And we will take a flight from Haifa, fly a little bit north, then east from Akko towards Carmiel, and breaking north towards Kiryat Shmona, and from there to the Golan Heights next to the Hermon, and go across the border towards Syria, all the way towards Damascus city, and do a tour above, over Damascus, and then we will continue to the airport. And this is, as I said, the second in our series. Previous one was yesterday when we took a flight from Haifa towards Beirut, Lebanon. These routes are basically my dream, the dream of peace from Israel, between Israel and the surrounding countries. Hopefully this will be reality in our lifetime. So without further ado, we will dive into that, start the flight. Once everything will set, I will turn off the camcorder and the camera, and we'll enjoy the amazing simulator by Microsoft. If you are not familiar with that, Microsoft Simulator, Flight Simulator 2020 was released on the 18th, round about a week ago. Today is August 24, 2020, 9:24 a.m. Israel time. And yeah, everything is set, we are ready to go, enjoy. So that's our route, we will not do it directly. We will enjoy the scenery, and I will explain what we are seeing from the Israeli side, and then cross the border, we will fly and head towards Damascus. So hope you will enjoy that. Thank you for joining, please feel free to chat over during the flight. And yeah, let's have fun, peace to all, and let's enjoy this amazing simulator with amazing views. As I said in previous streams, I'm very early into the simulators in general, so I'm not that great of a pilot, in fact very basic capabilities, but I managed to control these small airplanes, which are amazing, fantastic, but the whole idea is the route itself, enjoying the landscape, enjoying flying, and hopefully this will help us all come in peace between Israel and our surrounding neighbors, the Arab countries. So yesterday it was Lebanon. I got very good feedback and reviews from some of our viewers from Lebanon, which is heartwarming, and our next one will be Syria. So it will start, the route will load, all the graphics will be ready to go, and as I mentioned, I will close the camera once it is starting. But I'm here to talk and discuss and explain our scenery, what we are seeing. Again, taking a flight from Haifa, which is my hometown, all the way there. So everything seems to be ready. Let me turn off the camera, enjoy the application, amazing software, and let's hit the road. See you soon. Ready to fly. Okay. So that's Haifa. You can take a look in here. That's our plane. That's Haifa Mountain, the Haifa Bay, and everything is set. We are ready to go. Let's give the engine power and start. Looking good. Full power, releasing the brakes. Hopefully we will have a good takeoff, lift, and we will hit the road. Easy. Come on, take off. Awesome. Not so easy with the game with these planes, but I'm able to gain some control and hit the road. Okay, wheels collapse. Fantastic. Taking west above the sea, braking to the right, north towards Akko, and from there we will take the east towards Syria. Flaps off. Excellent. Let's zoom out a little bit on our map. See.
Tel-Aviv approach air Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha is timed air TVM 92 miles northwest of Haifa 1,400 feet. Request clearance to transition shortly airspace.
What we see on the right, that's the Haifa Bay. Ahead of us, right at the nose of the plane, that's Akko. And we will head there and then break east towards Carmiel, over Tzfat, Zafet, and then we will see the Sea of the Galil, the Kinneret, and breaking north towards Kiryat Shmona, the north of the Galil, and see the Hermon. Basically that's the Hermon mountain which is speaking here, and yeah, from there east across the border, the Golan Heights towards Syria. Hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, comments, please do write it on the chat. That will be fantastic. This simulator is outstanding, like the graphics is amazing, the capabilities, the ability to go anywhere in the world using this simulator is simply stunning. And yeah, flying from Israel to Syria, that's a dream I believe that everyone should have. At least that's what is my dream since I was a kid. Wanting to go from Israel to our neighbor countries, but unfortunately doesn't really work. Hopefully in our lifetime this will be a reality. So now we are breaking east. You can see here that's the Sea of the Galil, the Kinneret, the only lake in Israel which has sweet water. Judea Makir Airport here. These are the Arab villages of the Galil, and we will continue going east towards Carmiel. Let's start climbing. We have enough altitude to enjoy the views. Reducing engine power. Yes. As you can see, the sun is right ahead of us because it's now 9:30 a.m. so the sun is on the east, exactly as it is now. That's the great stuff about this simulator. It is has great capabilities in terms of visualization, in terms of controlling the weather, controlling the time. I will show you how it goes. Just a second, you can see in terms of our visualization. So for example, we can fly in rain. We can fly with a few clouds, like that. But I will turn it off, have it a live weather to ensure that we are enjoying the scenery. Yes, live weather, which is clear sky during August. As you can see, these are our villages, and we have Carmiel. This is exactly the border between the lower Galil and the higher Galil. And the Kinneret is up front, ahead of us, and then we will break left towards, let's reduce altitude a bit, engine, power. Yeah, that's Carmiel below. Here is Carmiel, that's Majda al-Krum. Using more engine power. Okay, let's start turning a little bit. We will head north towards the Hahula Valley, Emek Hahula, all the way towards Kiryat Shmona. What we will see soon, and this is here, that's Tzfat, Zafet, the city of Tzfat, which is close to my heart. My family lives there. Okay, I'm getting from YouTube excellent connection. There was some buffering before, as it seems now, but now everything should be fantastic. Airspeed is 220 knots, engine power 50%, lever 38% or so, throttle is 38%. That's Tzfat, Zafet on the left. Let's take a screenshot because that's awesome. That's the Ben Yaakov airport ahead of us, turning left. Excellent. It's the Kinneret, the Sea of the Galil. It's Tzfat, Zafet on the right, actually on the left, depends how you look at it. Okay, turning left, although Syria and Damascus is right ahead of us, I want to take the longest route, which is towards Kiryat Shmona, fly by next to the Hermon, Mashdal Shams, Bukata, the villages north of the Golan Heights. The Golan Heights is right ahead of us. There is all this area, that's the Golan Heights. One of the areas which I love most in Israel, especially during winter. So that's the Hahula Valley. We see these small lakes, which is small Hahula lakes. There used to be swamps about 100 years ago or so, and this was dry out, and then a few years, 20, 30 years ago, it was watered again. Great place. Basically this area is where millions and millions of birds are crossing every year from Africa to Europe and back, and going summer to winter, depends on the weather, going up north, thousands of miles passing by, and then the same on the other way for the next season. So, and they usually stop here in this area, which is an amazing view. If you like birds, my wife is a huge fan of birds, she loves birds, and I love flying, so it's a good match. So we are passing along that. Kiryat Shmona is in this area, and then when we will reach there, what we see here, that's already Lebanon, and this is the Hermon mountain. Part of it is Israeli, part of it is Syrian, and some pieces are going towards inside inland Lebanon. So this triangle of Israel, Lebanon, and Syria. And then we will break soon, we will start breaking right east towards Damascus. Again, this is really my dream. Everyone is hoping for peace, so I decided to do this series because first I wanted to see those countries, how they look. I only saw pictures, but now I can really experience them from above. And second, we all hope for peace in our lifetime. So yeah, getting there. Let's gain a little bit power so we can turn east safely. Yes, that's Kiryat Shmona airport right ahead of us. These are the Valley Kibbutzim and the Golan Heights. That's Kiryat Shmona city here. The Hermon is right next to us. All these peaks, these are the volcanic mountains of the Golan. Basically, the Golan Height is all volcanic land from millions and millions of years ago. It's amazing. The Hermon is right ahead of us. This is the only mountain in Israel which every winter gets snow. The only mountain. Besides that, it's a very sunny country, as you can see. Hardly any clouds, very low on rain. But it's an amazing country. I'm very proud of it. And I'm sure everyone from Lebanon and Syria is proud of their country, and we all really hope for peace. So, flying for peace. Yeah, flying directly towards Syria. Already about 20 minutes in our flight, less than that, we're starting our streaming, so yeah. Let's enjoy the Hermon. Take a little bit to see the Hermon. You can see a little bit of snow still remaining. Everything, it's all white, and it's such a high mountain relative to Israel, so even from Haifa, which is about 60 miles or so, direct line, you can see the snow on a clear day from Israel to the Hermon. Yeah, you can see that's the Golan Height below us, all this area, and the small villages around. This seems like to be Bukata, and you can see Birkat Ram, the small pond, lake, call it as you like. This is Mashdal Shams. Yeah, and the Hermon right above. And we are soon crossing the border, so roundabout in this area, that's already Syria. flying towards Syria, and I think we are just crossing the border. Yeah, you can see it here in the map, right crossing the border. We are now over Syria. Hello Syria! Really happy to be there, to be here and see these amazing views. Flying over Syria, that's a dream. Dropping altitude a bit so we can see and enjoy. It's amazing flying over Syria, unbelievable. Okay, heading towards Damascus. I think round about this area. That's Damascus. In Hebrew we say Damascus. Damascus. I guess English, Arabic as well. How do you pronounce Damascus? Damascus in Arabic. I need to verify. A lot of farming below us. Dropping altitude. Good morning, Sheriff Guy. Sheriff Guy has joined. Sheriff, we are flying from Haifa to Damascus, Syria, towards Damascus, Syria. Hi, really happy to see you here. Okay, approaching Syria, Damascus soon. It's amazing flying from here to there. Shalom lekulam, peace to everyone. course I know you. You are my son, Guy. Hi, Sheriff Guy. Sheriff. Okay. Approaching Damascus. Yes, we all hope to have peace with those countries. Soon. Soon. Israel is now signing peace with the Emirates. Hopefully more will join. We have peace with Egypt, we have peace with Jordan. We really hope to have more peace with our neighbors for the benefit of everyone. Approaching Damascus airport. Yeah, we can start seeing the airport lights right at the nose of the plane, and then we will break north towards the city itself, which this is, I believe, the area of Damascus city. Yeah, let's start breaking a little bit left so we can see the city and fly above it. Ah, that's nice, guy. Okay, seems to be more crowded, so I guess that's the city itself. Let's take a flyby and see Damascus from above. Reduce a little bit altitude. Arriving to Damascus. very good friend of mine and colleague, Abdullah. Hopefully you see this. I will send you a link to LinkedIn. You can take a look at Damascus from above. We talked about it, that we all hope to have peace and visit each other country. Now, doing that virtually, hopefully we will be able to do it for real. For your family and my family and for all our people, Syrians and Israelis. Yes, this is Damascus. Seems like some suburbs, or maybe this is Damascus city, and we are heading to the center of town by the density of the buildings here. Let's take a look from like that, look from above. Amazing. Flying over Damascus. If someone knows that. Yeah, I worked in Germany, I have a friend who lives in Germany, and he's a Syrian. His name is Abdullah. Good friend, good colleague, very professional. So yeah, guy, I have a friend who is Syrian. We have a lot of Arab friends here in Israel who are Israelis, Arabs, and yeah, we all hope to have more friends which are from our neighbor countries. Here is Syria from above, Damascus from above. Let's do some turn, see the city more, enjoy that. Unbelievable, flying above Damascus. Thank you, Microsoft, for the amazing simulator. Doing a turn towards the other part of the city. Touring around Damascus, what a dream. Would have been nice to have some legend above the city by the simulator, showing more info about what we see, the different neighborhoods, the different monuments, some unique items here. But besides that, I'm extremely happy with it. Flying by above Syria, above Damascus. What a dream. Hope you enjoyed that. as you can see in here, that's the information about like the different airports. It would be nice to have something like that that you can control and gives you more detail, like in Bing Maps or in Google Maps, Bing Maps. Yes, let's do another tour. Love it. Okay, let's fly now to the Hermon, this time coming from the Syrian side. Here's the Hermon. The right edge. We always heard that the Hermon side, the Syrian side of the Hermon is much higher, and we can clearly see that. So let's fly over the Hermon now, coming from the Syrian side. Yeah, this is all this area, which is a long strip of the mountain. And the Hermon on the Israel side, just the tip, the south edge of it, which is very high relative to Israel, but it's not that high for the mountain itself. So maybe we'll take an approach like that, coming from the northeast side of it, and then fly south above it. That will be nice. Still Damascus area, Damascus suburbs, or maybe it's all the Damascus city, I have no idea. But it looks like the suburbs, really the west edge of Damascus. So we will fly here and then go like that from this area here towards the Israeli Hermon. Let's gain some power, climb a bit, start going up, gaining altitude and fly above the Hermon. I wonder how it is called, so if you can comment how it is called in Arabic, the Hermon mountain, how do you call it? It will be excellent. Flying over Syria. I'm using the flight simulator using the keyboard and mouse. It's not the best and ideal experience, but that's what I have today. Still manageable. You need to click a little bit more than expected, I believe, and balance the plane. But beside that, that's great. And my plan is to get a yoke, throttle, rudder, pedals, or a joystick which fits to flights, and I bet the experience will be better. So now we will start doing a little bit of the turn and fly over the Hermon coming from the north side of it. Those of you who joined the view now, we have started our flight from Haifa towards Damascus, Syria as part of our peace flights. This is the second one. Yesterday was the first flying from Haifa to Beirut, Lebanon. Today we did a route from Haifa to Damascus, flying from Haifa to Acre, then to Carmiel, Majd al-Krum, the village, climbing next near Zafet, Tzfat. From there we took the north way towards Emek Achula, the valley of Achula, and then towards Kiryat Shmona, and turning right east towards the Golan Heights, Ramat Golan, and then next above Bukata and Majd al-Shams, next to the Hermon, and crossing the border towards Syria, and we took a flight directly towards Damascus, did a flyby over above the Damascus city, Damascus, and now we are taking the route back towards Haifa, Israel, where we are now approaching the Golan Heights, the Hermon mountain, this time from the Syrian side, which is much higher than the Hermon, which is on the Israeli side. So here it is, flying above the Hermon mountain from the Syrian side. Let's stop our altitude, gaining, get some more engine power. We are already high, increasing speed a bit. Hope you're enjoying this, the series in general, Flying for Peace, and then just the views that is provided by the amazing simulator from Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, which was released last week, August 18. Today is August 24, 2020. Live streaming. This will be recorded and available on the Retro Boulder Geek channel for everyone to enjoy. Please comment, like, subscribe. This will be fantastic. Thank you very much. Here's the Hermon from the Syrian side, flying exactly above it. Stop gating, reducing power a bit. What you can see on the screen, which is flooded mercury, slitty Wasser, sporistic. These are live planes which are now in the air. So the simulator itself is getting live update, and these are flights which are now taking place. So we see C-152, A-20N, CP-10. These are different airplanes, their altitude, and the call sign. Here's the Hermon from the Syrian side. Oh, and we can already see the Sea of the Galil, the Kinneret, which is amazing. In Israel, we call the Hermon the eyes of the country, because it's so high relative to Israel, so you can practically see very, very far. And now seeing that from the Syrian side, that's beautiful. So Syria is here, Israel there, and Lebanon on this side. This is really high, the Syrian side. 14,000 feet altitude. Let's drop a little bit. Start slow descent. Still some snow even in August. Reaching the Israeli side of the Hermon soon. You can see it start to go down like the mountain itself. Hope you are enjoying the stream. We will soon finish that. We have achieved our goal of flying from Israel, Haifa towards Damascus in the name of peace. I will continue the flight and go back to Haifa. But our main objective, which was flying from Haifa to Damascus, was achieved. Really enjoyed that, enjoying flying above Syria, making dreams reality. So, Masjid al-Shams here, Bukata, and soon crossing the border towards Israel. Yeah, that's Birkat Ram, a small lake. Reducing engine speed and dropping altitude. Take a direct route towards Haifa. Probably go above Lebanon, above the north of the Galil, and then towards the lower Galil and the Haifa Bay.
Sierra Alpha contact Tel-Aviv Center on 121.4. Going to 121.4 day or go, Sierra Alpha. Tel-Aviv Center, day or Alpha, Sierra X-ray Golf, Sierra Alpha 10,200 feet.
Hi Evgeny, welcome to our stream. Happy to have you. Shalom Evgeny, Baruch haba. Switching to Hebrew for a second. Evgeny, הבוקר מה שעשינו זה יצאנו מחיפה, טסנו במסגרת הטיסות לשלום לדמשק. עשינו חיפה, עכו, כרמיאל, צפת, הכנרת חלפנו לידה, צפונה לאזור קריית שמונה, משדה שמס, החרמון עד לדמשק, ואז משם עשינו חזרה לאורך החרמון הסורי, ומהחרמון הסורי חזרה, עכשיו חוזרים לחיפה, אנחנו בדיוק מעל הגליל העליון, תכף חוצים את הגבול ללבנון, מיד זה הגבול עם לבנון, ומשם חזרה למפרץ חיפה. Okay, switching back to English after explaining to Evgeny where we're flying and what was the route. So as said, Haifa towards Akko, Carmiel, Tzfat, the Hermon, Israeli Hermon towards Damascus, and then back to Israel along the Syrian Hermon. You're welcome to see the live recording later. You can save the link around about 24 hours after it will be available in the channel directly. But if you have the URL, you can immediately access that. So now we are crossing the border in Lebanon and then continuing towards Akko and the Haifa Bay. Thank you for the likes, Evgeny, really appreciate it. This simulator is amazing.
Going to 119er decimal 3 Dayer Golf Sierra Alpha. Favorite center Dayer Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha 5,400 feet.
Lebanon, such a beautiful country, amazing, beautiful country. Yeah, Evgeny is saying that he's also tried to fly yesterday past the control towards the co-pilot, which is the AI engine of the game. But it didn't land, and that's exactly the situation. So the co-pilot can fly the plane, but it cannot land. I guess the simulator, Microsoft, the development team wants us to learn how to fly. So I will switch to Hebrew and explain that. Evgeny, אני גם ניסיתי לתת את השליטה לקו-פיילוט, ל-AI שינחית, אבל הוא תמיד מתרסק. כנראה זה אחד הדברים שמייקרוסופט רוצים שאנחנו נלמד איך עושים ואיך נוחתים. כן, צריך ללמוד איך לעשות את זה. אז אני רק אעשה את זה, וככה בינתיים אני מתרסק. יש את השיעורים שמלמדים איך לעשות את זה. זה קצת מאתגר, אבל צריך להתחיל עם הססנה, עם המטוסים הקלים, ולאט לאט ללמוד. זה אחד הדברים הבעייתיים ביותר. Switching back to English, so yeah, it's very challenging landing these planes in the simulator, I guess reality, right? As well. Yeah, we're now starting to see Haifa here in this area. So we are soon crossing the border again towards Israel and then towards Haifa Bay. I will try to do landing, although most likely I will crash and burn, but just for the sake of experience, it is really challenging landing. Yeah, guy, but it's nice to switch to Hebrew from time to time. In the spirit of peace, so Israel, English, Hebrew, Arabic, أنا بحكي عربي, very small, very little. My Arabic sucks. הערבית שלי ממש גרועה. I really hope we can learn more. Yeah, GTA you can fly, but GTA is not a simulator, so it's not really reality, right? So this simulator tried to simulate as much as possible the real stuff. So So it's very, very different. We are soon crossing the border, reaching Israel. Yeah, flying above Israel now, directly towards the Haifa Bay. So I will try and approach, coming from Haifa Bay, do a turn and try to land. Most likely it will not work. Still need to learn how to control the speed, altitude, the right glide approach, and angle. Not easy at all, very, very hard. But we will practice. Flying right above the border, different small cities, villages, what we called Yeshuvim, Tzpim, in the north of the Galil, right between Israel and Lebanon, next to the Lebanon border. Okay, reducing power, starting our descent. Flying towards Rosh Hanikra. Flying right above the border between Lebanon and Israel, going into the Mediterranean. Then we will start turning towards our potential landing in Haifa airport. This will be extremely challenging. Most likely I will crash and burn. Yeah, but that's part of the exercise. Our objective was to fly from Haifa to Syria, to Damascus, and this was well achieved, so I'm happy with the result. This is Nahariya from below. Right below us, that's Nahariya. Approaching Akko soon. Whoa, no, don't crash. Easy. Oh, that's... I opened the flaps and now it started to become challenging. Let's try to control the plane. Oh, speed, engine power. Okay, gaining some speed. That's where everything is started to become a challenge. Approaching Haifa airport. It's amazing how realistic the sea looks on the water below. Approaching Haifa airfield. Most likely we are not allowed to land, but nonetheless we tried it. Our plan was Haifa to Damascus, so that's it. In any case, I will most likely crash. But that's not the point. The point was flying from Israel to Damascus. And I'm super happy with that. Yeah, here it is. Haifa on the right, the Krayot on the left, and Haifa International Airport, which is a very small airport right ahead of us. 500 feet altitude. Let's see what will happen. I'm expecting crash and burn, but we'll try it out. Yeah, here it is. See the lights in the airport right ahead of us. Oh, it's the camera. Let's switch to the inside. No, continue. Oh! External view. What have I done? Oh, switched. Was a huge mistake. Switching. Reduce airspeed towards final approach. Easy. Everything is dramatic, every move now. Yeah, line up with destination airport. I'm trying. That's the thing. How do we learn to align and line up with the destination airfield? Probably too low. Crash and burn. Whoa, unbelievable! unable. Ah, shoot. Stall. Okay. Crash and burn. Okay, that was a nice shot. I managed to touch for the first, just not to break and align that, but getting better. Okay, so thank you everyone. Let me turn the camera on again. Okay, thank you very much everyone for joining. I think it was an amazing experience, our second flight in the name of peace, flying from Israel to our neighbor countries. Yesterday Lebanon, today it was Syria, Damascus. Hope you enjoyed that, great experience. Thank you for watching. Please like and please subscribe to the channel. Next is our another one, most likely tomorrow, flying from Israel to one of our other neighbors in the name of peace. Thank you for everyone. Thank you for joining. Hope you like it. See you next time. Bye.